Hey everyone, it's May 8th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with serial killer Cynthia Coffman, who helped her partner James Marlowe strangle 4 women in the fall of 1986, and shouldn't be confused for the former Attorney General of Colorado of the same name. And that is her right up there. Kaufman was born in St. Louis in 1962, and her parents split up when she was 4, with her father leaving her mother to raise the kids. Apparently, it was too much for the woman as she tried to give her children away at one point. Perhaps as a means of escaping her home life, Kaufman became pregnant at the age of 17 and married the father of her child, who was abusive. After 5 years, she fled their home, heading west to Arizona, bringing nothing more than her car and the clothes on her back. She began dating a man while she was a waitress in a small town, moving in with him and annoying the neighbors with parties and drunken fights on a nearly nightly basis. The two headed to California when they were evicted from their apartment, driving across the desert. They headed through Barstow, which is about 100 miles from Los Angeles and squarely in the middle of nowhere. Caught running a stop sign with a loaded gun and methamphetamines in the car, they were both thrown in the local jail. It was there that Kaufman met James Marlowe, who was to become her true partner in crime. Please note that her new boyfriend was James Marlowe and not James Maslow, who just sings a song called Boyfriend in the boy band Big Time Rush. A proud member of the Aryan Brotherhood, he was nicknamed the Folsom Wolf and sported racist tattoos and had a long rap sheet filled with home invasions. Marlowe was doing time for car theft, and as soon as he was released, the two began an ill-fated romance. They robbed homes as they traversed the country, spending time with Marlowe's many relatives across the Southwest until they wore out their welcome and moved on to another town after robbing the people who were kind enough to take them in. Following a burglary in Kentucky, they got married, and Kaufman got a tattoo on her buttocks reading, "I belong to the Folsom Wolf." They headed west again, and in October of 1986, their crime spree turned deadly, strangling a woman from Santa Monica after sexually assaulting and robbing her for money she had withdrawn at an ATM. 2 weeks later, a woman in Riverside died by their hands. Next up was a woman in Huntington Beach who showed signs of sexual assault as well. They slipped up and threw out the checkbook of one victim along with some paperwork bearing their names, and a statewide APB went out to find them. When they tried to hide out in the mountain town of Big Bear, an innkeeper contacted the police and they were arrested. Kaufman led the authorities to the body of a victim in Redlands they had yet to find, and the pair had a falling out, pointing fingers at each other for the murder spree. While she claimed to be suffering from battered women syndrome and blamed her participation in the murders on that, a jury was unconvinced. Kaufman and Marlowe were both convicted of 2 murders and sentenced to death. They both currently sit on death row, where Kaufman is the longest serving woman to be sentenced to death in American history. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Cynthia Coffman, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.